Welcome to another episode of Reliance Real Estate Radio. And here's your hosts, Jeff Nevin and Joseph Singsheim.
Yay. Okay. All right. So welcome to another podcast, Reliance Real Estate Team Podcast. We are in episode 18, I believe, right? Episode 18 coming to you. We're getting up there in numbers, so you better start going back and maybe listening or watching some of the old ones, however you're...
Hopefully we'll hit 100 this year in 2020, what do you say?
Could we?
Yeah, I think
it's
so.
only 52 weeks. So
yeah, we'll do a little extra
get
work.
Close. All right, maybe. But we'd like you to do us a quick favor. We always do this and plug it right in the beginning, but we want to make sure that if you're finding that our information or anything that we bring to you is relevant, or you're using some of the information we're bringing you, or you at least find us funny, hilarious, or like watching us or listening to us on your way to work or wherever you're, engaging in doing this stuff. If you like it, share it. Also sign up to subscribe so you know when new ones come out, so you know when they're available.
That'd be extremely helpful. We want to grow just like you guys do.
Right. And if there's anything that you'd like to hear about or want to know how to input or increase in your business, in what you're doing, or even in your everyday life, let us know. We'll do the research and bring some of our insights to it as well.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay. So today is the day literally before the new year, before 2020.
So Happy New Year if you're watching this next year.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did a little bit of research with some help from a bunch of top, I guess,
economists,
blogs, all these different areas. We grabbed a whole bunch of information for you so you know where the real estate market's headed in 2020, right? What it has in store for you. So low supply and demand will continue to drive the housing market next year, for real. Age-old milestone for millennials and baby boomers are going to be surpassed. Like, we've never seen the market as it was this year, and it's going to continue doing that in 2020.
Yeah, 2020 is going to be the time to sell. I honestly, in my opinion, it needs to be corrected. There's low inventory and a ton of buyers. So it's the classic supply and demand, which we will talk about. And that's what's driving the prices up. And right now they're at that all-time highs.
Right. I agree. So historically low mortgage rates and booming home price growth, which Jeff just touched on, and inadequate inventory levels ruled 2019, and that's literally what we just lived and went through working with our sellers and buyers.
Absolutely. So buyers are still going to be out there with this low inventory, which is going to drive the prices up. Sellers, if you're on the fence, even give us a call just to even get maybe a price of what your home might sell for. That might drive you over on the selling side.
Okay, so as the new year draws closer, we're literally a day away. Rumors of global recession and uncertainty are generated, and we also have the impending election coming up. One can only imagine what a wild ride actually 2020 is actually going to be, or what it could be. So again, we're trying to look at all the indicators and find out what it's actually going to look like.
Yeah, and typically with the election, what happens is stocks do go down just a little bit. People have seller's remorse or buyer's remorse, and that typically lasts for a very short period of time. I don't think it's going to affect the market greatly, but it will have some kind of effect. Positive sides to what's happening right now that will affect 2020 is the consumer confidence is high, as well as the stock market is in its all-time high, and the unemployment rate is at its all-time low. So that's going to help drive positivity for the real estate market in 2020.
Yeah, I totally agree. So we took 6 different economists on a bunch of different websites, and essentially they think 2020's housing market is going to be strikingly similar to that of what we just saw this year here in 2019. We're going to continue to see low mortgage rates, which are going to bolster the buyer demand. So we're going to have a ton of buyers not renting anymore and looking to move up and possibly buy a house. With the low mortgage rates and interest rates, we're going to see a lot of people that maybe were thinking of renting and moving out of their parents or whatever homes continue to buy. Worsening affordability on the coasts, actually, though, because of the increase in the home prices, are going to actually push buyers towards the Midwest and South areas, and inventory shortages are actually going to continue.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So this is like we were talking about before, the classic supply and demand. The interest rates are going to stay very similar because of the high prices for homes. They have to be, buyers need to afford those homes, and with high interest rates, it's not gonna, you may not be able to have that kind of buying power.
So where about are we going to see those interest rates, Jeff?
So right now we're at on average of 3.8 continuing into the new year.
Okay, all right. So the National Association of Realtors, actually, the chief economist, his name is Lawrence Young, he actually said that interest rates into the new year, like Jeff said, you're going to see some fluctuation and then it'll even back out. We're going to see them as high as 4% for a few weeks, maybe even a little higher. And then overall, the healthy economy is going to come back, and that's coupled with low recession risk, and they're going to actually keep the mortgage rate stable for us. Mm-hmm. And that's going to increase the buyers' housing budgets, which are going to be able to afford where the housing prices have gone. Mm-hmm. Correct, basically.
Right. Absolutely, 100%. So really, in summary of what's going to happen in 2020, like Joe said, it's going to be strikingly similar. You're going to have the low interest rates. Mm-hmm. You're going to have low supply. Mm-hmm. So sellers, if you're thinking about selling, mm-hmm. and you want to buy maybe a little bit bigger house, take that profit that you are going to get from that, and that will help you afford that house moving up.
Yeah, and utilize the low interest rates, right?
And at the same time, you're going to be helping the real estate economy with these low inventory. Mm-hmm. For the buyers that are buying for the first time, the millennials, the people just getting married, people mm-hmm. growing families, stuff like that. That's what we need for 2020, is we need homes on the market.
It's going to be a housing market for everybody. So if you're looking to buy or sell, 2020 is most likely going to be your year.
Absolutely.
Especially if you waited through this year to see what happened. So one last thing before we part ways here, and hopefully some festivities for tonight, right? Mm-hmm. And enjoy ringing in the new year. If you are looking to buy or sell in the Waukesha, Milwaukee area, reach out to Jeff or I and set up a free consultation. You can find us on every social media website out there, RelianceRealEstateTeam.com if you wanted to go that route. We're here to help you out.
We want to be your knowledge brokers, mm-hmm. and help you succeed in 2020.
Awesome. All right. We're going to be here doing the same thing we did this year, and it's helping families make the move one way or another.
Absolutely.
Okay? All right.
Thanks, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.